Well, it's been a hot minute since I've reacted to negative comments. Better rectify that problem. My god, you're a real piece of work the more I learn about you on X. For someone who openly loves Superman, it seems you can't show any empathy to even those that have completely different beliefs when gone. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Yeah, so this is in response to Charlie Kirk's assassination. Look, I wasn't a fan of the guy. I don't condone the violence that laid upon him. I wouldn't wish that upon anybody. But with that being said, he wasn't a good person in real life. Calling out a person's shitty behavior is not the same as saying, I'm glad they're dead. I felt the same way when he was alive. That's not gonna change just because he's dead. So sorry I'm not a blubbering mess over Charlie Kirk of all people. Hear me out. Anyone else think Alex was a bit too thick?
Okay. Security, we have a party crasher.
Dude, no. I don't think anyone was thinking that about a 15-year-old girl. Just to be clear. You're telling me the Holocaust isn't a good reason to kill humanity? Sir, that's kind of what a Holocaust is. You're thinking a worse version of the problem is a good answer to the problem? Well, if the whole point is to make the Dredge the villains, then sure. Keep this in mind, I'm speaking from a villainous perspective. I'm not saying what I believe in, I'm just thinking of ideas of how to make the Dredge seem more antagonistic and evil. We've seen villains before where they see the worst of humanity and decide, oh, fuck all this, humanity needs to go. Like, we've seen that before and it works. The Dredge is kind of that idea, but it's just done so poorly, because they don't have a reason. They just have, oh, what humanity might become. It's weak, and it's lazy and stupid. Fuck you, stupid head! No, not until you buy me dinner first. I hope you stub your toe 3 times a day, every day, for the rest of your life, for saying all dogs go to heaven is bad. You commie twink! First off, I said it was okay. Like, you clearly watched the video, so you heard me say it was okay. Secondly, you'd be surprised how many people keep insisting I'm a communist, all because I use some communist memes in my robots video. Like, you'll see later down the line. I think you need to watch Titan again. Humanity being attacked, it is attacked, and genocided for no reason. It seems shallow on the surface. Like, this is stupid because they should have done something to deserve it. Like I just said earlier, like, from a villain's perspective. That's what I'm talking about, from a villain's perspective. I'm not saying what I believe in, oh my gosh, I thought I was very clear by that. I'm talking about a way to make the Dredge seem more evil. Like, if they're just gonna look at one bad thing the humans did and decide all humanity needs to die, it makes the whole thing more interesting. It makes the subject matter more complex. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not actually suggesting humanity die because of the Holocaust. Oh my god. Oh wow, I think I hate you. Thanks, I hate me too. Are you honestly surprised by this guy's take on Big Weld? He's a card-carrying troxychite. I think that's the word. Troxychite? I have no idea what that word is. But like I said, that's my point here. I used a few communist memes in my video that were very clearly tongue-in-cheek, and people unironically took that as me saying I'm communist, which is the funniest thing in the world. I'm not changing anything. I'm not even gonna read the rest of the comment. I just wanted to show that first sentence. It's really fucking funny. Imagine being that brainwashed into hating people with more money than you that you hate a genuinely interesting twist. Imagine thinking rich people actually care about you and your well-being. Seems like you missed the whole point of the movie, dude. RaisorBlade, you're ripping off Nostalgic Crisp and Joe Torn.
The fuck?
You can only come to this conclusion if you're an idiot and couldn't get one of the film's commentaries as how corporate greed often comes from the business losing its original vision when someone else takes over the company. Also, no. Like, Elon Musk is in charge of Twitter now, and look at all that shit. Like, I think the problem isn't the business losing its original vision. I think it's just the people running the business. You know what I'm saying? Your commie is showing... It's the same fucking guy. It's the same fucking guy insisting that I'm a communist, which is really fucking funny. I find you don't like rich people very much. Unless that was a meme as well. No, we really do need to eat the rich. Fuck them. Ironically enough, he didn't even watch the entire video. He literally admitted he didn't watch the whole thing. So, like... What the fuck? I find it unfair that the critics and audience disapproved of this film. It used to be dope at 60% and now it's below it. There is something not right about Hollywood dissing on their animation as an adult medium, and I do not have a problem being outside of the kids medium too. It's not like I don't get where you're coming from, but I wouldn't call it unfair because at the end of the day, the movie still isn't good. It's not enough that a film is both animated and either PG-13 or R-rated. It needs to be good. Like, Neja 2, I would argue, is a PG-13 rated movie. and it's amazing. Like, at the end of the day, it really comes down to the movie itself and its quality, and I'm sorry, but Fixed just wasn't it for me. Sorry. Stop simping on Alex. She's a minor, remember? Dude, enjoying a character is not the same as simping. If anything, the fact that your mind went there when thinking of a 15-year-old says a lot more about you than it does me. Turned his back to you? Fuck off with that. You're letting your personal I ship these characters get in the way of actual criticism and making you write fanfiction. Alex doesn't even seem like she wants a relationship at all. And even if she did, she'd most likely be a lesbian, considering her two moms. Okay, well, you just derailed your whole entire argument by being a homophobic piece of shit. Fuck off. Neza is just Chinese government propaganda. Why you mentioned it? It's... Okay, you clearly didn't watch the movie. Like, anyone who watches Neja 2 would know right away it's not Chinese propaganda. In fact, me and my friend Audrey Graywin watched Neja 2 on my Patreon. You should go check it out. And she had some really interesting thoughts about that at the very end of the video, so you guys should go watch it. So you ready for the one pop culture reference this movie makes?
Okay.
He's like, the fuck, man?
Oh my god.
And that's that.
Eh.
Some of your posts on X genuinely disturb me. The fact that you call it X genuinely disturbs me. I'm glad I never watched Nimona. Terrible movie. How can you say it's terrible if you've never watched it? You're just being stupid for no reason. Doom Rage 2012. See? We told you it looked like a faithful remake that would actually not be garbage for once, and you judged way too quickly. I was 100% correct in my assumption that it was just gonna be the same movie again. Like, I don't know how this is a gotcha, man. Like, I said it before many times. This is just a live-action remake. It is a shot-for-shot remake of the original movie with barely any changes whatsoever. So I don't understand. Like, did you even watch the fucking video I made, dude? Alright. Enjoyed the video until the commie take. I love how he doesn't even explain what the commie take was. Like, I mean, does PP Poo Poo Studios 3887 even know what a commie take is? I'm just saying, explain yourself, man. It's a fucking kids show. Whites really are losers. Next, ducks will be seen as humans. They have 2 legs.
Okay.
You're struggling to survive, and you're never accomplished anything. You've been in debt, trying. I'm not salty, I'm free. Enjoy working for the rich till you die. Your words can't hurt me. Your racism will destroy you.
Put down.
How's it feel to pay bills on land your ancestors helped steal? Got the short stick, huh, loser? Okay, this guy is clearly on drugs. Let's move on. Definitely gay and broke, living at home with his parents, eating kids' on his breakfast sandwiches. Jesus Christ. With that title of this video and how overhyped it was, all I can say to you and this movie's cult is just go fuck yourself. Jesus Christ, what did the Looney Tunes movie do to you? You're talking like it kidnapped your child and then threw it off a bridge. Like, Jesus Christ, man, calm down. No, having David be a bumbling mama's boy instead of a clumsy but supportive surrogate father is not in any way a good thing. The moral decay is so strong. Guys, is it gay to love your grandma? I'm starting to think this guy thinks it's gay to love your grandma. Oh, I see the problem. This is the woke eating their own. You think having gay messaging in a kid's movie is a good thing, you sick freak. Goodbye. Is it the fucking Pleakley and Jumbo shit? You know, the thing no one was mad about 20 years ago? Alright, maybe you should stick to your FNAF pictures, dude. Give you this BS engagement, but not going to waste my time watching any of these outrage content because your little heartless feelings cannot and unbiasedly remove yourself from nostalgia. Have a peaceful Memorial Day weekend. I mean, thanks, I guess, but like, I guess they're comparing me to those anti-woke grifters and stuff, but like, I don't know, I like to think my thoughts were actually pretty valid on this movie. That's just my thoughts, I guess. So the movie is bad because you didn't see a gay couple in it. Seems like we're hitting a new low, y'all. I love how he leaves the timestamp in the comment, showing that he watched 9 minutes of that video, and then somehow that's the conclusion he got from the entire video. Wow, like, I'm pretty sure most of that first half of the video was me ranting about Nani and stuff, which is not about the gay couple and stuff. It's so dumb. Ha ha ha, that was a good video. A very good video. Brilliant video, might I add. So yeah, dislike. Remember guys, this is the same guy who thought Rachel Zegler was justified for sabotaging her own movie. I love the fact that this guy felt the need to comment on a video that's not the Snow White video. Like, at least a full month after the fact. This guy's like fucking in his 60s and he's obsessing over some 20-year-old girl in Hollywood. Dude, get a fucking life. I am a traditionalist. I have no agreement with the messages of Nimona, but I can still say it was one of the most entertaining movies I have seen in a while. That does not change the fact it is quite literally pro-Satan propaganda with plausible deniability.
Ah, boy, here we go.
So Nimona is excused for doing millions in damage to beautiful architecture and killing hundreds of guards just doing their jobs. Oh, sorry, their jobs. Just because she was not accepted and slandered. And that is only based on her testimony, with no other witnesses. Okay, well, way to admit you didn't even watch the movie because, yeah, there were totally no other witnesses in that movie. It's almost like the whole commentary in the film is that society was built on prejudice, and her tearing it down was kind of a big deal and needed so that society could grow and be better than that. Oh, but oh no! Think of the poor architecture! Think of the poor guards that were assisting the government control and corrupt people! Oh no! Doesn't mean she's wrong, but if she is a deceiver, dude, I before E, except after C. Come on, that's like so old. As the Christians were warned about Satan, this movie taught me all the Antichrist would have to do is win the hearts of most people is to fix the problems he himself is the source of, and let people live guiltless according to dire lust. Dude, you did not watch the movie. You have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. I should have known where that comment was going. It's actually Peter Jackson, but close enough. God, I cannot believe I said Percy Jackson in that video instead of Peter Jackson. I said Percy Jackson's King Kong. I don't know why I said that. I'm such an idiot. While he's crappy for getting a teen to do his bidding, but harassing a commie is based like what you claim he does at 748. By the way, not Liam, just a former watcher with many, many alts. Well, it's sad that you have alternate accounts so you can just keep commenting on people's accounts like this. It's kind of pathetic and lame, but it's kind of weird that you're defending a guy abusing a teenager like that, man, all because I am a quote-unquote commie. Fucking weird, man. Okay, Coco Melon IQ Pro Fake Jordan. Honestly, my reply is the best thing I could have said about this. That is the greatest insult I've ever received. It's actually pretty funny. Remember, every like you get for this comment is automatically a like for me, whatever you are, sarcastic or not. I mean, that's not how a ratio works, but alright. I actually asked him the question, if I delete the comment, does that mean he loses the likes? To which he never responded, so, you know, typical Zionist behavior right there, just laying claim to something that's not yours. All you do on this channel is complain. You need friends in the real world. Dude, the irony of this comment when it's from the Neja 2 video. Neja 2! My personal favorite film of the entire year so far.
Oh no, he's hot!
This is
Too
so late.
Andre.
So late.
Albing is dying too, at a bad time. What are you doing? What do you mean? They don't hate romance. They're happy to make two dudes or two girls kiss, and just like that I can ignore the entire comment. I know exactly where this comment's going. It's just some homophobic bullshit. Not even gonna give into it. Moving on. Oh, so you're one of them.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh geez, more bitching because you were blinded by nostalgia because you chose to associate it with the 1994 movie instead of choosing to look at it as its own continuity. Gee, it's almost like it's a remake of the 1994 movie, and comparing the two is inevitable no matter what you do. The fuck? I swear, this guy's takes is as if he's a food snob, saying, how dare you put steak sauce on a $200 steak? I prefer its own juices in my mouth, while rolling his eyes. Meanwhile, everyone else is rolling their eyes at him because the complaints he has are snobbish. Again, what is it with these comments saying that I have problems with a movie when the video is positive? This is the Sonic 3 movie. What? Look at the title! Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is everything we hoped for. It's clearly a very positive video. What do you mean I'm snobbish? What do you mean my critiques are weird? I don't understand. Pocahontas and John Smith are the best Disney couple, especially considering they're one of the only couples that starts out as friends and falls in love as they get to know each other. Like, I'll give you that they weren't perfect, but compared to the Beast roaring at Belle until she tells him to knock it off, or Aladdin lying to Jasmine and only apologizing when she gets caught, you mean he gets caught? I assume that's what you meant. They're pretty healthy, considering John never lies to her and never yells at her. I'm not counting after Kokuum gets shot because their emotions. We're all over the place. Yeah, it goes to show you didn't watch any of these other couples. I mean, there's other couples that became friends over time and stuff, you know? You know, like Belle and the Beast became friends, Aladdin and Jasmine became friends, Hercules and Megara became friends, Milo and Kita became friends, Rapunzel and Eugene became friends. I can kind of keep going. They're not the only ones that do that. They just do it way better. That's what I'm saying. Oh yeah, I guess because the Beast roared at her one time and Aladdin lied at Jasmine at one point, that suddenly means they're not compatible anymore. Because couples don't yell at each other. They don't lie sometimes. The fuck? Yes, him calling her people savages wasn't okay, but once he realized how wrong he was, he never did it again. Well, I'm so glad the fucking colonialist propaganda movie made it to where the white guy wasn't as bad as the rest of the white guys that wanted to come there and pillage the land. What a fucking point for Pocahontas of all things to make. Good lord. While Aladdin continued to lie to Jasmine in both sequels. So you can't be mad at that while ignoring Aladdin and the Beast doing way worse. I don't know, I think the whole Pocahontas and John Smith being colonialist propaganda is way worse than Aladdin having a harmless lie and the Beast roaring at her one time. No, I think they're better. Sorry. And If I Never Knew You is one of the most beautiful Disney songs, so you are wrong and have awful taste to say it was awful. In short, you're wrong. Wrong you are, by the way, and have awful taste. Yeah, you can tell Sunshine Barbie here is like 9 and has only seen like maybe 5 movies her whole life, so let's just move on. I ain't reading all that. Well, I guess I did now. Think you're overreacting a little bit, buddy. Wrong you are, by the way. What I also hate is a video talking about the same thing for 11 minutes. Well, that just goes to show you didn't actually watch the video, because I talked about a lot of other stuff in the Moana 2 video, so go back. Not sure I understand writing a whole movie off because it didn't include a trope that you like. Haven't seen the movie, but I thought this was going to be an actual review, not a 10-minute rant about a lack of a villain. Well, I thought maybe you'd watch the video and see that that's not what the video was. It's surprising how much of these botted comments showed up on the Moana 2 video, saying that the whole video is about me ranting about the lack of a villain in Moana 2, and yet I talk about other things. I talked about the music, I talked about the animation, I talked about its production history. So, yeah. You're just exposing yourselves, guys. Oh, look, Sunshine Barbie's back. Sorry, pal, but you don't get to make a video and then when someone rightfully calls you out on your BS go, I'm not reading all that. And it's so obvious you were way too harsh on Pocahontas and John Smith, especially considering they're the only couple who is pretty healthy and realistic. They're the only couple that's an active lie. They're based on real historical figures, and they're a lie. Honestly, weird that you're defending it this hard, man. Maybe you should watch other movies and then come back to me. I ain't reading none of that either. Well, I guess I read that too. Never saw A Strange World. A big reason why I never saw it is because I absolutely hate the fact that the LGBTQ community is inserting themselves into mainstream. I can stop now. I'm not going to read the rest of that. Once again, just another homophobe being an asshole for no reason other than just to be a homophobe. Fuck them. LOL! What insanity are you talking about? She has embraced everything colonial, from a slice of pizza for an apology dinner to celebrating Elvis. So yeah, this whole entire comment is just insisting that Nani having pizza means the entire film doesn't have some colonialist message about it. Yeah, so this whole entire comment is just celebrating colonialism, celebrating all that stuff, the imperialism and such. Yeah, it's pretty cringe. Let's keep going. She is the modern version of a native, in quotations, because apparently that's speculative. Like, it's debatable whether Nani is a native Hawaiian or not. Embracing the here and now while trying to hold on to what is important to her. She does nothing of the old traditions with Lilo, none of the real food, nor the culture. What about the Aloha Oi scene? You know, that song that she sings, which was written by the last queen of the Kingdom of Hawaii, which has become a Hawaiian staple that Hawaiians use to reflect upon their culture? You're telling me that's not real culture? What the fuck? She celebrates the mixture that Hawaiian culture is now. Stitch was the invasive element of which she barely tolerated that threatened to tear apart her new mixed family. Stitch and Jumba and Plekli were elements of a colonialist message by directly trying to destroy the island nation. Are you fucking insane? What are you even talking about, dude? Oh my god. So you're telling me that Stitch represents colonialist America, and apparently Jumba, Pleakley, the aliens, they're all a reflection of imperialist America? Are you fucking insane? It was the colonialist government guy, Cobra Bubbles, who saved the Earth by lying to them mosquitoes, and he did everything humanly possibly to keep Lilo and Nani. Except no, he didn't. Like, he was very much ready to take Lilo away. Did you even watch the movie? In spite of how bad of a role model Nani was to her sister. Again, you did not watch the movie. No, Cobra was totally fine with taking Lilo away, despite Nani's objections, and it wasn't until the aliens intervened with that. What the fuck? It was the grand old galactic colonialist government. Okay, so is Cobra Bubbles the colonialist government? Or are the aliens the colonialist government? Because Cobra was the one that was gonna divide the family. The aliens were the ones that allowed them to stay together. So which is it, man? You can't have it both ways. It was the grand old galactic government that created, but ultimately had the Great Wise, the Grand Councilwoman of United Galactic Federation, that granted power for this small and broken family to stay together. In reality, it was an accident and tragedy that made Nani have to take responsibility, that made her a strong and related role model. Not strictly being a native who embraces a lost and unobtainable history that is not her history. I mean, it is. She sings Aloha Oi. She commentates about working at a fake luau. Like, it is her history, dude. Like, I don't know how you find that subjective or debatable. What the fuck are you talking about? This is ridiculous. I can see that this movie does not do the original characters any favor. And then there's a winky face at the end of the comment. Almost like this entire thing was just troll bait. God damn it, was I just baited? You're just those poor people motivated by jealousy and doesn't understand economics. Brian Thomas took the credit of what Obama created, and Elon Musk is fighting for freedom. Elon Musk isn't gonna fuck you, bro. Also, who the fuck is Brian Thomas? What did Obama make that Brian Thomas made? What? I don't even understand. I don't know what any of this means. What? Alright, well, those are those comments. I think I'm done. That was a ride. Let's never do this again. Okay, bye.
Maybe I'm weak, but it took half a year to get over you. Or maybe I'm good at pretending that I moved on. I know that we got a lot of the same friends, and soon enough there come a weekend when we just not bring it up. Yeah, maybe I'm weak, but it's taking too long.